Alright, folks, here I am again. It's kind of interesting. I said in my very first video, I'm not a sinner, or I'm not a saint. I'm definitely a sinner. I'm not perfect, and I've made my confession. Could I make a longer, continued confession? Well, sure I could. Have I broke the Ten Commandments? Yeah, probably all of them, actually. Um, but today I'm actually faced with coveting, envious, jealous of some people out there having the ability to make like 2 hour long videos, and I'm barely able to make it. I can't even make a 10-minute video. So, come on, girl, get back. Anyway, uh, sorry. Uh, yeah, I'm jealous. I covet. Um, you know, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. Well, I want to make longer videos because I have so much really that I need to get out there, and it's just my patience is wearing thin. I've mentioned, I'm going to make this quick, a couple little bullet points. I've mentioned I have the winning hand. I'm not bragging there, folks. But here's the thing. I need the nation of Abraham to rake it in. These arms right here, they're not long enough, they're not big enough. I need the entire nation of Abraham to rake in the chips, so to speak. I can't do it on my own, and I don't need to, and I don't care to. So anyway, the nation of Abraham. I'm trying to wake up the nation of Abraham. And maybe no one knows what I'm talking about, and I haven't even dug in deep to it. But folks, it's either you believe in the Father of creation, the Almighty Creator, our Heavenly Father, the Most High, the God of Abraham. Yeah. The God of Abraham can unite us all, folks, against the powers that be. There's this United Nations, and then there's the Abraham nation, the nation of Abraham. The nation of Abraham is bigger than all the rest of the United Nations put together, folks. So if I could just wake everybody up there, you Jews, you Muslims, you Christians, you Israelites, what am I going to prove to the world, that it's a stiff-necked Israelite or it's a stiff-necked Jew? Well, I don't even have that answer, but I will end up proving that. Who's stiff-necked? The feather Indian and the dot Indian, the South American Indian, the North American Indian, the India Indian, the Seminole Indian, the African tribes. Those are the Israelites, and we all know who the Jews are, in Israel, claiming to be Jews, but they're claiming to be Israel. So, anyway, I digress. Who will be in the nation of Abraham? Well, that remains to be seen, by me and by all, except for the Almighty Creator. He knows already. But this COVID-19 thing, man, I could beat that dead horse to death again. I mean, it's just ridiculous. I wish I didn't even have to reflect back on this, and maybe I'll have to make another video on that. But I'm going to try to get a couple videos recorded today if possible, and kind of address some things there. But folks, if they depopulate the earth down to 500,000, it'll be those with faith that remain. Yeah, so maybe the Georgia Guidestones are the will of the Almighty. I know that sounds disgusting and all, but Noah's Ark, right? The whole world was subdued, and he basically wiped the face of the earth off, except for 8 people. Maybe that's what this COVID is for. It doesn't exist without the will of the Father, right? So I mean, if you have faith, and like Christ said, I mean, Christ never took credit for healing people, folks. He said, You are healed by your faith. Yeah. So in your Father has His hand of protection over you if you have faith. You don't even need to be healed. And those who get sick, they still can be healed if they have faith in the Almighty. Laid out the heavens and the earth. Um, everything that lives on the earth, every plant and every animal. Do you guys understand that? I'm not sure. Anyway, so do we all have to believe the exact same thing to unite? To a certain degree. Um, am I trying to say that there's this prescribed religion that's this conjoined coexist Islam, Judaism, and Christianity? No, that's not even what I'm saying. You can't do that overnight. It's the will of the Father, Abba, Father, Elohim. Uh, you know. Uh, Allah, Jehovah, whatever you want to call him. To me, I don't call my father by some name. I have too much respect for him to call him by a name. He's my father. He's my heavenly father. So if you read about the story of Samson, you'll read that when he was asked what his name is by his, the parents of Samson are like, "Hey, what's your name?" And he's like, "My name is beyond your comprehension." Yeah, my name is beyond your understanding, or that's the truth, folks. We're just using names as a way to mark things. So when I say God, that's just kind of so you know what I'm talking about. No one gets confused, but that's not his name, and even if it was, I wouldn't call him by his name. He's my heavenly Father. But anyway, his will shall be done on earth just as it is in heaven, and people need to grab hold of that, folks. You need to grab hold of that. But, I know this was kind of a scattered video, and look, hey, I'm out of time. But, I'll be back here later on, guys. Give me 7 or 8 hours for this 7-minute video to upload. Love you. Peace.